You left them 3 months ago. You know logically you made the right choice. They lied. They manipulated. They made you question your own reality. And yet, every morning, you wake up thinking about them. Your body physically aches. You check your phone hoping, dreading they'll reach out. Here's what nobody tells you about leaving a narcissist. Your brain is in withdrawal. Not metaphorical withdrawal. Actual, chemical withdrawal. The same kind that happens when someone quits heroin. And understanding this changes everything. Let's talk about what actually happened to your brain. In the beginning, they were perfect, attentive, charming. They made you feel seen in ways you'd never experienced. Every compliment, every grand gesture, every moment of their undivided attention, your brain released dopamine, the same chemical that fires when you eat chocolate. Win money, fall in love, dopamine isn't just pleasure. It's anticipation. It's reward. It's the chemical that says, this matters. Pay attention. Get more of this. And here's where it gets dark. Narcissists, whether they know it or not, create the perfect conditions for addiction. In the 1950s, psychologist B.F. Skinner discovered something chilling. He put rats in boxes. One group got a food pellet every time they pressed a lever, predictable, reliable. The second group, random rewards, sometimes pressing the lever gave food, sometimes nothing, completely unpredictable. Which group became obsessed with the lever? The second group, the one that never knew when the reward was coming. They pressed that lever hundreds of times. Even when the food stopped coming entirely. Sound familiar? After love bombing, narcissists switch to intermittent reinforcement. One day they're loving, attentive, present. The next day, cold, distant, cruel, then loving again. Then cold. Your brain doesn't adapt to this. It becomes addicted to it. Each time they come back, each time they're kind after being cruel, your brain floods with dopamine. Not because you're weak, because this is how brains work. The relief is so intense, it overrides the pain, and you become addicted to the cycle itself. So, what happens when you finally leave? You expect relief, freedom. Instead, you feel worse. You can't sleep. You can't eat. You cry at random moments. You feel physical pain in your chest. Your brain is experiencing dopamine depletion. For months, maybe years, your brain was hijacked by that intermittent reinforcement schedule. It got used to those unpredictable hits of dopamine. Now they're gone, and your brain is screaming for them. Not because you miss them, because your brain misses the chemical. A 2016 study published in the Journal of Neurophysiology found something stunning. They put people who were recently rejected in love into brain scanners, the areas that lit up, the same areas that activate in cocaine addicts going through withdrawal. The ventral tegmental area, the nucleus accumbens, the prefrontal cortex showing reduced activity. This isn't poetry. This is measurable, physical, neurological withdrawal. And when the person you're withdrawing from was a narcissist, someone who conditioned you with intermittent reinforcement, the withdrawal is even more severe, because the addiction was deeper. This brings us to trauma bonding. It's a term that gets thrown around a lot, but here's what it actually means neurologically. Trauma bonding happens when your brain starts to associate danger with love. Fear triggers cortisol. Stress hormones flood your system. Then, when the narcissist switches back to kindness, your body releases oxytocin. Oxytocin is the chemical that bonds mothers to babies, partners to each other. It creates attachment. But when oxytocin is released after cortisol, after fear, something twisted happens. Your brain bonds to the source of the fear. This is the same mechanism behind Stockholm Syndrome. Hostages bonding with captors, abuse victims defending abusers. So, when you leave, you're not just fighting logic. You're fighting a nervous system that has been conditioned at a cellular level to seek out the person who hurt you. Your conscious mind knows they're toxic. Your unconscious mind is screaming that they're home. And this is why leaving feels impossible, why you feel crazy for missing them, why your body betrays you. You're not weak. You're in withdrawal from a drug your brain was addicted to, and withdrawal ends. So what do you do with this information? First, stop punishing yourself. Understanding the neuroscience doesn't make the pain go away. But it does something crucial. It removes shame. You're not pathetic for missing someone who hurt you. You're experiencing a predictable neurological response to a manipulative pattern. Second, understand the timeline. Neuroplasticity research shows that it takes roughly 90 days to begin rewiring a deeply ingrained pattern. That's 3 months of no contact, no texts, no calls, no checking their social media. Every time you break no contact, you reset the withdrawal clock. Because you're giving your brain another hit of the drug, even if the interaction is negative. Your brain doesn't care if it's a fight. It just registers, they're back. The source of dopamine is back. 3 months feels impossible. But it's what your nervous system needs to begin recalibrating. Third, build new dopamine sources. Your brain needs dopamine. That doesn't go away. Exercise releases dopamine. Creative work releases dopamine. Meaningful connection with safe people releases dopamine. You're not trying to eliminate the need. You're redirecting it to sources that don't destroy you. And finally, trust the process. Week 1 will be agony. Week 4 will still be hard. By week 8, you'll have brief moments where you don't think about them. By week 12, you'll realize you went a whole day without checking your phone. And one day, months from now, you'll wake up and realize the withdrawal is over. Your brain can heal. Neural pathways can be rewritten. Trauma bonds can be broken, but only if you understand what you're fighting. You're not fighting your feelings. You're fighting chemistry, and chemistry changes. You're not broken, you're in withdrawal. And withdrawal ends.